What if today's biggest celebrities aren't just shaping entertainment, but influencing the future of culture itself? Why has Dr. Umar Johnson's bold 2026 vision sparked heated debates across social media?
Automatically going to generalize that whiteness of God to all white people.
Why are you in the position to go clubbing?
Right.
Freaking off on the Queens every weekend, right?
Yeah.
No, you were given this consciousness to community consciousness. Yeah.
I always say that until black people hate racism more than...
Got a chance to go into the school and I saw it. I said, we want this school, but they wanted $2 million. We couldn't afford that. We only had $500,000. So I negotiated with them from progress. My question is, what rules are we putting around behavior? There has to be rules to behavior. Right now, we don't have any rules to behavior. There's no code of conduct for black men or black women or black youth, and we're suffering because of it.
Do you think that
in 2026, celebrity influence has reached an entirely new level? Stars are no longer known only for their music, movies, or sports achievements. They have become global brands, social commentators, and trendsetters whose opinions can shape conversations around the world. During one of his recent discussions, Dr. Umar Johnson shared his perspective on how modern celebrity culture is changing society, and his comments immediately sparked widespread debate online. According to Dr. Umar's viewpoint, fame today carries far greater responsibility than ever before. Millions of people follow celebrities every day, watching not only what they create, but also how they live, what they support, and the values they promote. In his opinion, influence without responsibility can create confusion, while influence used wisely can inspire meaningful change. One of the central themes of his discussion focused on the growing relationship between social media and celebrity identity. Platforms like YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and X have transformed entertainers into 24-hour public figures. Every interview, photo, and opinion can become global news within minutes. Dr. Umar suggested that this constant visibility has changed how people define success and personal worth. He also questioned whether modern culture places too much emphasis on popularity instead of purpose.
It's born. I am a blood of belly. I am not married in. What they're talking about is strictly descendancy, something I've never claimed. Am I a kin? Do I directly come from the Lord?
identify more with Spain in Spanish, right? And then someone will tell you, I'm black, my ancestors black, I identify with Africa. So you got to ask, because Latino is not I don't know her personally. I've never met her. But when I see a black woman in a position of influence,
we're on this planet by ourselves. The modern man, the modern African, the Homo sapiens sapien, the most recent of all the human stages. We were on this planet alone by
in Nick Cannon's time. The sister with the weave will go natural. Grown up in America, you're 4 times as likely to be diagnosed as mentally retarded than a white child. Because number one, the IQ.
In today's digital world, viral moments often receive more attention than long-term achievements. According to his perspective, younger audiences sometimes measure success by followers and online engagement rather than education, leadership, or community impact. Another important point involved the responsibility of public figures during difficult social conversations. Dr. Umar argued that celebrities possess enormous platforms capable of reaching millions of people instantly. Because of that influence, he believes audiences naturally expect leaders in entertainment to speak thoughtfully when discussing major social issues. While not everyone agrees on how celebrities should use their platforms, the discussion raises an important question about influence in the digital age. The interview also explored how entertainment has become increasingly global. A single movie premiere, concert performance, or podcast appearance can trend across multiple continents within hours. Dr. Umar suggested that this worldwide attention creates opportunities for artists to unite diverse audiences, while also placing greater pressure on them to represent themselves carefully. Artificial intelligence became another fascinating part of the conversation. As AI continues transforming music production, filmmaking, digital content creation, and social media, many creators are adapting to technologies that barely existed a few years ago. Dr. Umar emphasized that technology itself is not the challenge. The real challenge is ensuring that creativity, authenticity, and human connection remain at the center of entertainment.
Donation in St. Louis 2014. We heard about the St. Paul's College, which was an HBCU closed in Virginia. They wanted $2 million, so we tried to raise it as quickly as we can. That was a bit ambitious. We didn't succeed. It was sold to an Asian company. Unfortunately, an HBCU sold to another race, I think is a great disappointment for us as a people. So then we just started looking for a day school. So I went to Chicago, Detroit, Florida, Ohio, all over the country. I was just flying, looking for a school. And then in 2017, I was on LoopNet, which was my main source of new property. And I saw this campus in Wilmington, Delaware that I had heard about, but never had a chance to see. So I'm on my way to Nat Turner's celebration, August 21st, 2017, the Great North American Eclipse. I stopped, I saw the campus. I said, this looks pretty nice. When I got back from Nat Turner, I had to go to Cuba first to get my Ifa initiation. I practiced Yoruba spirituality. Can I have that DVD? Because I just wanted a copy of it. And he said, I can't give you this. I said, no problem. At the last minute, he said, you know what? Take it. I can get another one tomorrow. If he never gives me that DVD, we may not be here today. Because I took copies of that Chicago interview to my first Harlem lecture, October the 30th, 2010, anniversary of Nat Turner being discovered out of hiding after leading the most successful slave revolt in American history. And so I disseminated copies of the Chicago interview in Harlem 6 weeks later. And within 48 hours, I was a household name. Within 48 hours, this phone started ringing and I started seeing area codes I've never seen. It was all 215-610-267. It was all Philly. Never mind that. It was all Philly. And then 2 days after Harlem, I was getting calls from Africa. No African mother or an American African mother, I don't know, but she African. So she passed the biological test. Mom is chocolate. So you passed the first question, but Travis Hunter's fiance got to pass the second question. Kendrick Lamar's wife got to pass the second question. You've established that you have a black parent. Now establish to me that you identify full time as black yourself.
One observation that resonated with many viewers was the idea that fame should never replace character. Throughout history, influential leaders have been remembered not only for their accomplishments, but also for their integrity. Dr. Umar encouraged audiences to evaluate public figures by their actions, consistency, and contributions, rather than simply their popularity. The discussion also highlighted the importance of education and critical thinking. In an era filled with viral headlines, edited clips, and online debates, audiences are encouraged to research information independently before forming opinions. Dr. Umar reminded listeners that social media often presents only fragments of larger conversations, making it essential to seek context before reaching conclusions. Supporters praised the interview for encouraging deeper conversations about leadership, media influence, and cultural responsibility. Others viewed some of his opinions differently, demonstrating how powerful discussions often generate a wide range of perspectives. Regardless of where viewers stand, the interview succeeded in encouraging people to think beyond entertainment headlines and consider broader cultural trends. Perhaps the biggest takeaway from Dr. Umar's 2026 vision is that celebrity culture is no longer just about fame. It is about influence, accountability, and the ability to shape future generations. As technology continues evolving and global audiences become increasingly connected, the role of celebrities may continue expanding far beyond movies, music, or comedy. Whether discussing education, leadership, community development, or the responsibilities that come with worldwide recognition, Dr. Umar's message ultimately encourages viewers to think critically about who they admire and why. His perspective reminds audiences that real influence is measured not only by popularity, but by the positive impact someone leaves on others. What do you think about Dr. Umar Johnson's 2026 vision on celebrity culture? Do you believe today's celebrities have a responsibility beyond entertainment, or should they simply focus on their careers? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more celebrity news, thought-provoking interviews, and the biggest trending stories of 2026.